Welcome to another episode of last week's Comics Today. I don't know what order this stack is in, but we are going to start this week with When the Blood Has Dried. This is the end of the miniseries, and it is ultimately fine. This series, I've already prepped it. It's going straight in the to-go pile. Like I said, it's fine. I just don't care enough to keep this in my collection, sort of piggybacking off of what I was talking about last week. I am making decisions faster about what to keep, what not to keep. I did decide to finish this off, and like I said, it's fine. The story is this guy gets stabbed. It's a fantasy world. There's an adventuring guild. There's a woman betrayed. She makes a new life for herself, and then the guild appears in her town. So, if that is at all of your interest, then grab it. Otherwise, don't. It's that simple. Like I said, it's fine. I don't have anything overly positive or negative to say about it. Get Fury issue 4. This is a 6-issue series, and so with 2 issues to go, it seems like there's a lot to wrap up. But I will say this as well is important if you don't remember all of the ins and outs, the betrayals, the intended actions being taken, both stated and unstated, then read this. This will definitely get you up to date, much like in Reign of Spider-Man, Spider-Man Reign. There we go. Much like in the Spider-Man Reign 2, read this if you are at all confused. Very helpful. Anyway, Frank is trying to rescue Fury, and there's a bunch of, there's a military death squad involved as well, and he is neck deep in foreign territory where just showing his face is going to be problematic, and he does Frank shit. It's awesome. I loved it. I'm almost done with the Garth Ennis Punisher omnibus that Wilson's let me borrow, and it's just fantastic, phenomenal stuff. I never thought I would be a Punisher fan. Like, I don't know. I get it as an outsider looking in, but not having read it, I'm like, eh. This, though, phenomenal stuff. Self-Help issue 3. I'm very glad I stuck with this series because the first issue just honestly wasn't that great. It was an interesting premise, which is that 2 guys, one of them a nobody, rideshare driver, and the other guy billionaire, multimillionaire, arena tour self-help motivational speaker dude, have the same face. And there's a bit of a it's not even mistaken identity, it's stolen identity situation going on, and then additional issues reveal more of his past, which is criminal, and her past, which is also criminal, and they wind up this issue burying a body in the desert. Like, this is great stuff. But that first issue was largely boring before the interesting stuff that happens in issues 2 and 3. This is a 5-issue series, I believe, and I will definitely be continuing this now. It's just, if you wind up getting the trade, if I finish the series and I still recommend it, and you wind up getting the trade, just know going in that the first issue is kind of, it's lackluster. It's all set up, and I think things could have been, because not everything is happening in the correct time order. We're seeing plenty of flashbacks to earlier events. I think things could have been rearranged to put more interesting stuff in the first issue and save some, or just cut some of the boring stuff. I don't know. But it's a good series. I'm enjoying it, and I will recommend it. Fingers crossed it ends well. Wolverine Revenge. So this is Hickman and Capullo, and we've seen some of this art. We've seen, I think, some of these early pages in sketch form on Capullo's Instagram for quite a while. We've seen these preview pages, and like, this is fine. This is what I knew I was getting. It's Wolverine drawn by Capullo, and it's awesome. But here's the thing. So I got the red band one, and I think one of the things is intestine. I don't know what else might be different, but let me just show this. So it starts here, and immediately I was confused, right? But there's this here, and this tells you what happened, and like there's Wolverine Revenge, and just based on the title, I really had no idea what I was getting into. Obviously some form of revenge, but I didn't know against whom, and this issue surprises me at multiple turns, right? So all of the faces, like the art is absolutely Capullo. Everyone has this sort of square-jawed, stubbly face, right? Everyone kind of has a samishness to them. But what's weird, I find, is that Wolverine is on vacation, fully in costume, and it's weird. Anyway, something terrible happens, and it's basically post-apocalyptic, except not quite yet. And we get some brilliant pages. We get just terrible things happening to every character that you know. And this, I think, is a 6-issue series. And because it starts at year 0, I'm like, how long is this going to take for him to get revenge? And I have no idea. I expect each issue is going to be, I don't know, probably red band worthy? I don't even know. But surprising and highly enjoyable, highly entertaining. I had a great time reading this, and I'm in for the whole series. There are surprising and unsurprising guest appearances. So, I'm in. I'm fully in. This was, I think, exactly what I wanted from Hickman and Capullo doing Wolverine. World's Finest, this is one of the non-Dan Mora issues because he's off doing Absolute Power, and I think he's probably preparing for Superman, which I don't understand how he's doing both, but whatever. This is Gleb, whose name... Melnikov. I've seen the name before. I haven't really taken note. He does do... I mean, he makes great art, and it's Dan Mora-esque, I will say. I mean, it's definitely his own style, but it fits with largely being a Dan Mora drawn series. Better than, I would say, some other people when there are fill-in issues. So, there is a murder on Themyscira. Wonder Woman calls in Batman and Superman. This is another, like, first adventure. I don't know how many first adventures they could possibly have, but whatever, this is their first. And World's Finest Robin is written amazing. Just this whole series, he's really funny. He gets some amazing lines. He gets to do some fun action. And so it's him and Batman and Superman on Themyscira investigating a murder, and things get weird with hand eyeballs, and there's magic stuff. And it's great. It's a done-in-one. It's a mystery solved by the end of it. It's not a 6-issue drawn-out thing. It's just a good, fun adventure mystery with fantastic art. If you have not read this for some reason, 30 issues in, this is an issue that you can grab and get a sense of what the rest of the series is like. I enjoyed it greatly. Conan issue 14, this is like halfway through, because I think each arc is 4 issues. 15, 16, September, October. Yes, they would have to be, because November solicits just came out, and so solicits are up to 17, 15, 16. Yeah, they'd have to be. And it says that there's a new artist coming on board, so possibly not the return of De La Torre, which I don't know how I feel about yet, but this is one of the Braithwaite drawn issues, and so everything looks a bit like out of focus. What the hell? Everything looks a bit like this. It's action. It is narrated by her, who is off to the side for the entire issue. It's well done. And it's interesting, and it's basically blondes versus redheads, and art's great. It's very Barbarian, Viking-ish. Why don't you focus? So it's good. It's fun. Great stuff like this going on. I enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to issue 15 based on the ending of this. I don't know where that is going, specifically her and her interest in Conan. I don't know. I'll see where it goes. Dark Knights of Steel, Allwinter, issue 2. I don't think I could show any of this without spoiling the first issue, so we're just going to get into it. Most of this is drawn in this black and white, heavy gray wash style, except for this kid who's in color, and Slade, you know, it's something, it's not just for the audience, but it's something that's noticed in this world as well, and Slade comments on it, and it's awesome. It's excellent. I am loving this version of Slade and this world and where all of it's going and who else shows up in the middle of this and that gets stabbed through the chest. Oh man, it's excellent. This art is amazing. I definitely need to pay more attention to this Tirso, which I think is his first name. I don't know where the credits page is. I believe Tirso is the first name, not the last, which is unusual. But anyway, yes, it's excellent. And I will flip to this here at the end. I want to show the spoilers if you want to skip ahead to the next chapter, but I will show off just the beautiful art, which minor spoilers for the end of the issue. Anyway, there is this backup once again written by Tom Taylor, and it's far better than the backup that was in the first issue. So if that turned you off, and there's a good reason for it because it just wasn't that good, this things happen, and it's more than just people saying each other's names for whatever, eight pages. This is good. This backup. Anyway, so I'm going to show this off. Spoilers now. Look at this. Look at this. That is incredible. Yeah, I definitely need to pay attention to this Tirso guy. Holy shit. Love it. Anyway, excellent. Probably pick of the week. There's a new issue of the Zdarsky comic news, which is 3 1/4 pages of just very entertaining weirdness, and then there's this 3/4 of a page which is actually informative. So it's very strange, but it's exactly what I want from a Zdarsky newsletter of all things. It's making heavy fun of Ryan Stegman, because why not? And this interview's very entertaining, and then if you are interested, here's books that are coming out soon. So yes, it was awesome. Lastly, this was a Kickstarter, but I received Lights in the Sky. This is from Winston Gambro. I've talked about his... how many have I talked about? This is cool. I know I talked about his Haunted House of Love story, which Dan might be doing a review on coming up soon, fingers crossed. But this is his newest, and he did this on the inside cover. So this is kind of conspiracy-ish. It is an alien investigator encounters something unexpected. So this is available, and other stuff is available on Winston's website. Is there a... So I flipped through it quickly, and I don't see anywhere where it links to his website or his Instagram, or is it here? Maybe? No. Hey, Winston. Next time, put a link to yourself somewhere. Help people out. Help people find you. Yes, I definitely talked about Overflow before, and Haunted House Love. Oh yeah, I did a video on Gumshoe City too. So yes, I enjoy his work. Anyway, this is everything that I got this week. I get all of my stuff from a local comic shop. I'm gonna go. This was great. This was great. Fury is also good. I'm giving pick of the week to... I'm giving it to Allwinter, because holy cow. I mean, I expect good things from Hickman and Capullo. Wolverine is great. Self-Help is surprisingly good based on that first issue that wasn't. And World's Finest is also great, so those get runner-up. But I'm giving pick of the week to Allwinter, which is just spectacular. Same amount of surprises, but even more surprising art. Anyway, as I just said, I get all of my books from a local comic shop. If you don't know where yours is, you can use this URL to find the one closest to you. Thanks for watching.